Why are there headphones on my face? 'Cause my face is made of bass. And it's time for another cannabis correction blog, everybody. Hey, I'm DeoGenZ. What's going on? Today I was reading Jack Herer's Emperor Wears No Clothes once more. Again, the more I read that book, the more enraged I become. And I've happened upon the chapter where it talks about hemp being used as a biofuel. Now, this is interesting. The creator of the diesel engine, Rudolph Diesel, I wonder where he got the name from, he had originally created his design to include organic sources of fuel. So that could be corn oil, like we've seen some biodiesels converted into, but it could be a number of things. It has been experimented in the past with tree fibers and numerous other plants, but Rudolph Diesel made this engine with sustainability in mind and renewability too. The fact that it could be so versatile to move from diesel, gasoline, which is now mass marketed to everyone and way too expensive, to corn oil. But corn oil is not easy to get these days, and of course, cannabis oil would be even harder to get. But we're all talking in what could happen, so roll with the perspective here. So I was reading on, and I found that hemp, being very rich in oil, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet on the blog, but hemp is one of the richest plant materials when it comes to oil. It has the most fatty essential oils, which is good for diet, but 33% of the seed is made of oil. And when that's all grinded down in a process called cracking, as the book describes it, which is basically just turning it into fuel, superheating it, and processing it, what comes out is a cleaner fuel than what we're using today. The reason that it's cleaner, yes, it still will emit carbon because once you burn up the plants, after all, they intake carbon and exhale oxygen, just like we do. But once you burn that, you will be releasing CO2 into the air, but you won't be releasing additional toxins into the air like sulfur, such as we experience now with our common petrol. And the argument that politicians love to go with, why we can't switch our oil-based economy in a jiffy like that, is due to the loss of jobs. But from every chapter I'm reading in this book, which can be found on Amazon at the link below, I find more and more jobs that are being omitted by making this crop illegal. We could have refineries, we could have farmers, we could have textile industries. America could come back on top as the nation that produced. But we're held back by politicians. So in tomorrow's episode, guys, I'm going to tell you why your vote does not matter in this political race in the upcoming 2012 elections. I'm going to show you why the game is rigged, have the actual facts. Very interesting documentary. Tune in tomorrow. But consider what I said about hemp as a biofuel. Super renewable, green for the earth. It's taking in the carbon that we're emitting from it, and over time, the clippings that don't make it into the fuel make it into fertilizer, which locks the carbon in the ground. It's a reverse CO2 emission effect, if you will. So consider what I've said. Check out Jack Herer's book below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on Hacking Democracy.